and love. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Hey, how y'all doing on this beautiful, beautiful day, y'all? This beautiful, blessed day. Yes, y'all already know it's the Queen 7 coming through to holler at you about what real. I don't come to holler at you for nothing. I come to holler at you about what you need to know. A lot of times we don't be wanting to know. But y'all already know I be on my path of ascension. And I'm talking to my people who are growing, not trying, who are growing. So, I come to speak to people who are attention seekers. My message is coming from love, y'all. So y'all be with me and bear with me, okay? If I get a little loud, that's just the mama in me. But I come to talk to my attention seekers. People who are openly attention seekers, or people who are, attention seekers and don't know they are, and they in denial that they are attention seekers. But you're an attention seeker when you always feel like you gotta seek somebody's approval. You need somebody's opinion or okay, or you're a pat on the back, or you feel like you gotta take the attention from everybody. Every time you get in a room, you can't just let other people shine. You got to be the one that, try to always be, you feel like if you don't get recognition, then you're not being, loved or not accepted, or you feel unincluded, or those are the people that I'm speaking to right now. If you feel like you're always left out of stuff, you feel like nobody ever sees your accomplishments, you feel like, just the world is moving without you. And you feel like if you ain't popular, or you ain't got on name brand, the hottest, riding in the hottest cars or living in the best houses, then you don't exist. You feel like if you don't get a whole bunch of likes on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever those social media accounts are, you feel like you don't get enough attention, so you go and do things to degrade yourself. These are the people that I'm speaking to. Attention seeking is caused from lack of seeing yourself. I wrote it down. Ain't nothing worse than not being seen by yourself. True attention seeking really, it stems from a lot of us get out here and we deal with a lot of men, we deal with a lot of women. We feel like we got to get on Facebook and stunt, and a lot of us aren't who we post to be. And I tell y'all that all the time, let's be real, and a lot of I notice a lot of attention seekers on Facebook feeling like they need to be seen by people who are awakening, and you feel like, okay, they on their train, so let me jump over here and see if they see me. But really, it's that you don't see you, and nobody around you is going to begin to see you until you do. And until you realize that you spent your life entertaining people just to be noticed, you basically have wasted a lot of time. Because at the end of the day, if you ain't entertaining, or you ain't got on them name brand clothes, driving them nice cars and houses, etc., then you don't exist, is what you're telling me. So that's when you need to sit down and check yourself and say, hey, why do I feel like I'm always left out of things? Why do I feel like nobody loves me? Why do I feel like nobody sees me? And when you start asking yourself questions, you answer those questions within your head. And then when that question come up, you ask another question to that question, to get to the root of why you feel the need that you need all the wrong people's attention. Because everything that you need is really already inside of you. You need not borrow from nobody else. At the end of the day, all the love that you're looking for, all the attention that you're looking for, all the appreciation, appraisal, all of that you're looking for is already inside of you. That's why we are encouraging people to center themselves and get to know themselves, so that you can find your true happiness. Because, baby, that piece is on a whole totally different level when you see you, when you love you, when you notice you, when you pat you on the back, when you acknowledge your accomplishments. That's when the true peace and wealth sets in. You don't need social approval. You don't need your daddy's approval. You don't need your mama's. You don't need your auntie, your sister, them, your uncle, them. No offense to your family. But all I'm saying is everybody have everything that they need already inside of themselves. They need not to seek it from somebody else, because people could see things inside of you and get jealous of it and tell you something else. So that's why it's important for you to know and have a close relationship with yourself, your higher self, so that you don't feel like you got to get out here and degrade yourself. Get rid of your integrity just for a little attention. And if you see that you are doing this all that you can to get somebody's attention and they still don't see you, it's because you don't see you. Sit down and look at yourself, butt naked, with nothing on. No clothes, no nothing. Look at you. Get to know you. When you begin to see the beauty in you, so will everybody else around you. Stop wasting your days trying to entertain people and prove to them who you are and prove to you who you are. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, that's the message right there. When you start seeing you, so will everybody else. And you will find that you don't need social approval. And see, really, it's because you're afraid to be alone. You're afraid to deal with your wounds, the inner hurt. You afraid to admit it happened. You know, you afraid to admit that you were abandoned. You're afraid to admit that you were mistreated, raped, molested, whatever. You are afraid to admit those things to yourself. That's why you too busy trying to hide yourself around everybody else, because you don't want to hear the tantrums of the pain that you are trying to bury. See, when you really deal with where the root is, when you realize that because you didn't get attention from your mother and your father, it's the real reason, or your grandmother, whoever your guardian was as you were growing up, your uncles, whoever you looked up to, whatever. Those are the real reasons why you out here seeking it from people who ain't got to give it to you. Because you really seeking it from the root of you. That's why you got to get to know you. So yeah, I love y'all, and I just had to come and give y'all that message. Let's stop attention seeking and see yourself. Have a great freaking day. And honey, if you can't, don't you go off ruining nobody else's. You hear me? Peace and love.